That's good stuff, y'all. That Purium is good stuff. That Purium is good stuff. I'm about to wrap it up with a cleanse I'm doing, and it feels so much better. It feels really good to do even just a 10-day cleanse. It just feels really nice. And I need to probably talk to Jai about doing another Purium 30-day intense group cleanse for you guys soon, very, very soon. So if you're someone who has done it before and wants to do it again, or someone who feels like they need to do something to kickstart themselves on a spiritual path, on a healthy path, think about joining me for this next Purium cleanse. It's really good stuff. All right, green stuff. That green stuff is good, y'all. Hey, what's up? Happy Tuesday night. I am here to do some mini readings. The list is open if you would like to be added to the list. The list is $22.22 USD. That's what we're doing tonight, apparently. And so it's open. You can send your payment over to the Cash App. It's $RayofLightTarot. I have a list tonight, just a couple of people on here. So if you want to get added, you are welcome to. Right now, I'm starting. I've got Valerie, Kim, and Vera. Valerie, Kim, and Vera on the list for right now. And we're going to get moving really quickly. So Valerie, if you are here, is Valerie here yet? Let me see. Valerie, where are you at? No, I don't know if Valerie's here. Kim is here. Kim, hey, what's up? What's up? Where are my glasses at, y'all? There. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Letty Boo. You want to put your question up first, Kim, since you're here? And anyone else that wants to get added to the list, 1111. Let's do it. Hey, Leah G. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Thank you, Universe, Source, Spirit. Thank you, Angels. Thank you, Archangels. Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel. Spirit Guides, Ancestors, Spiritual Team. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for making me connect tonight. All right, so let's do this thing. I feel good. I feel good. I'm ready to go. You ready to go? Let's go. What do you want to know about, Kim? Do you have a dream? Do you have a mini read question? What do you want to know about? What do you need to know for this period of time in your life? Awesome, Shans Makes Beauty. I like it. Yeah, we're open tonight. I wasn't planning to be live tonight. I was going to wait until hump day tomorrow, but I got half of the readings done that I needed to get done today, so I was productive and still feeling pretty connected and creative, so we're going to do it to it. There's Valerie. Hey, Valerie. Get your question ready, and I'll do yours next. I'm going to go ahead and do Kim's real quick. She already put hers up, so I'm going to do Kim, and then I'll get to yours, Valerie, and then Vera. Is Vera here? Vera. I received a payment from Vera. What does Kim need to know at this time for the upcoming period of her life? Right. Future. There it is. Well, it's interesting. You're Seven of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, the Star. All right. You know why it feels that way? Because although there's a lot happening here, you are being what's coming and what's going on there's a little bit of resistance for you, and I think part of it is you've got I think you're probably someone who's on a path of you have something big coming in. You've got the Star card in your current energy. The Star definitely for you feels like it's something beautiful coming true. Hey, Vera, you're going to be up in just a moment, so get your question ready. The Star card for you, Kim, feels like something beautiful coming in, some like fulfilled wishes, hopes, wishes coming true. But you've got cards that are suggesting that you pull back a little right now and be patient. I think that's why you said it feels like funfetti or confetti, whatever it was, like a lot happening. Yes, right, a lot's happening, but you're being kind of guided to hold back pull your energy back a little bit and not make any quick decisions, because you've got, these are guidance cards. Look, you've got the Seven of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. Guidance cards for you. So if your guidance, right? If your guidance is telling you now is a time to be cautious, right? To be a little cautious in your choices and your decision making. It's actually a really good thing, though, I think, Kim, because look what's coming for you. Ten of Cups, the stars here in your foundational energy. So that's a major arcana. Star is a major arcana. It's a transformative energy. I mean, look how beautiful that card is. I don't think I really, sometimes I feel like I can just hold a card up. I don't know why, because maybe that's like, it's kind of like me taking a cop out or something, but sometimes I feel like I don't even need to explain a card, that I should be able to just hold it up and everyone should be able to feel what I feel from it. And that's kind of how I feel with the star card for you tonight. Like, I feel like I don't even have to explain this. You're someone who sees colors. Look at these colors. Look at what's happening for you. I mean, this is beautiful, right? This is a beautiful transitional period of your life. Great things are happening. And in your current energy, you have the Four of Wands. It's in reverse. The Four of Wands is in reverse, and so is the Lovers. But that's not a bad thing. All that's telling me is there's just, there's a moment of time there's a pause. There's like a moment of time taking you from here to here. That moment of time is where you're at right now. It's like you can see the snow falling and all the beautiful things happening, but you can't touch it yet. It's interesting. It's like for some reason, Spirit wants you to watch it happen in slow motion. It's all happening, though, for you. There's amazing things happening, right? And it's, even if it feels a little scary, I think part of that is to keep you from making any quick decisions. For some reason, you're really being guided to be an observer right now of your life. But no, well, not all. I mean, I think if all of our wishes came true all at once, that would be it. We would die. That would be the end of it, right? Like, because what happens after that? But I do feel like some major manifestations are coming in for you, and you're doing it, right? You know what you're doing. You're doing it. Nobody else, nothing else. You're doing it. So I would say, like, pat yourself on the back. This is awesome. This feels good. It looks good. It's beauty. It's beauty. It's good stuff, right? Like, this is good energy. I can't wait to see these turn up right for you in your near future. The Four of Wands, like all the pieces of the pie here. The Four of Wands is such a transitionary energy too. Not in the same way the Star is. The Four of Wands feels more complete. The Four of Wands to me feels like a completion, right? A coming together, whereas the Star feels like a big transformation that has a great resolution. But I like this Lovers card in there. Again, it's in reverse. So choice, we're getting a lot of stuff for you about not making a choice right now. So if you feel like choices are coming before you right now, your internal guidance, right? Your internal compass is telling you very clearly not to feel like you have to make a choice. Don't let anything make you feel like you have to choose right now. If anything, pull back from making choices. Let Spirit show you the way. And trust the journey. My goodness, Ten of Cups. This is beautiful. That Seven of Pentacles says for you, patience is going to pay off in a big way right now, okay? Right. Patience is going to pay off for you in a really big way right now. These eggs are about to hatch, baby. Those eggs are about to hatch. It's just like putting something in an incubator, right? You don't want to take it out before it's time. You have to just let it ripen, let it get to the place where it's then ready to breathe on its own and to live on its own and to be its own thing. Right now, it's still, all of the pieces are coming together, right? That's a great time in your life. It's kind of like when you have a beautiful, like, when you fall in love and that period of time where you're with someone, but you're not actually like living under the same roof yet, like, it's not like a marriage yet, but you're together and you know it and you still have your own places. It's that period of time where you have the best of everything. Well, that's kind of like what I feel for you. It's like you're seeing the pieces coming together so you can see what the finished product is. Like you're starting to see what's happening, but there's no rules attached to it yet. You don't. So even if you feel like, oh, I have to choose. No, you really don't right now. Just sit back and watch it. Let it show you what it's going to become and enjoy that sort of journey, okay? Enjoy that journey. Enjoy the journey. All right. Valerie, my friend. You're feeling scattered and emotional? Okay. What's the guidance for Valerie right now? Why is she feeling scattered and emotional, and what can you guide her through? Oh, wait, we got an overturned card for you. What the hell is that? The Knight of Swords. Well, part of it is your connection to someone who's coming through as Knight of Swords, Valerie. I think, isn't your person an Aries? Is your person an Aries or a Libra? I think they're an Aries, so I don't know why. Someone's coming through as Knight of Swords in your life, and it's causing a lot of that scattered energy, that swords energy. Yes, $22.22 for anyone who would like to be added to tonight's list. The Cash App is open, $ Ray of Light Tarot. And we're about to get to the list because there's just one more behind Valerie. So I'll have to go check the list and see who sent a payment, if anyone. So let's find out more about that, Valerie. What's that about? Who is this Knight of Swords, and why are they causing you to feel this way? Why are they interrupting your pleasant orbit, right? Four of Cups, Seven of Wands in reverse. You're feeling exposed, vulnerable. Six of Pentacles. You need to find balance. Okay, Five of Pentacles. Ooh, so there's a little bit of a feeling of being pushed out by some. There's a feeling of being. So this is interesting. There's someone you're connected to, that you are very close and connected to the point that you feel very exposed and vulnerable when it comes to this person. But you also feel kind of pushed aside by this person, and it's time to pull. Your power needs to be pulled back because in your energy you've got this Five of Pentacles. So that's telling me, really, that's that card of being sort of pushed out in the cold, left out in the cold, feeling isolated, feeling like you're all alone. But at the same time, what's causing you to feel all alone is the fact that you've been left vulnerable to someone else and their energy, and they're not giving you what you truly need. And so that's making you feel all alone. So it's almost like it's a trick. Not that somebody is playing, no one's playing a trick on you, but it's a trick of the universe in a way, or it can feel like that because it's not that you're alone. You're fully connecting, but that connection in certain ways is causing you to feel a little bit alone. You're being guided here because that Seven of Wands in reverse tells me you're very vulnerable. Like you don't have any defenses to protect your heart right now. And the Four of Cups can be a little bit like it's like where something is very, like there's an awareness that something's a very strong, like a soul tie, but you're not really equipped to handle it at this moment for some reason. And it could just be this moment. It may not be because usually, a lot of times it's like a connection strong, but then in the moment you're in, for some reason, the message is what's actually the root of part of why you're feeling so scattered. It's not really about you. Like if you were to be able to isolate yourself completely and be within your own energy wouldn't be so scattered or anxious. Like you'd be okay. But there is this vulnerability here that's left you sort of exposed. And it's connected to someone who comes out as the Knight of Swords right now. So someone whose energy is very hectic, very, someone is seeking. And it's causing you to feel more like you're seeking than you normally would. So it's very important when we get on these spiritual journeys, when we're kind of woke, to remember to really learn to pick apart, is that my energy or their energy? This morning I found myself feeling extremely sad. I was driving home. I had a therapist appointment this morning, and yes, I go to a therapist. And when I was driving home from my therapist appointment, I was like, damn, all this wave of sadness came over me. It was early. This wave of sadness came over me, and it was like, I don't know, it was just like suddenly it felt like it was early stuff. It was like probably childhood trauma stuff. It came back from way back. And then all of a sudden I realized it wasn't me. This was like past stuff coming up in my connections with other people and the way that they were experiencing things now. Like if someone's missing you that you're connected to, sometimes you feel like you're missing them just as badly, but it's their energy. It's not yours. That's kind of how this feels. It feels like there's something that's your energy, and then there's like that's like this much, and then there's this whole big thing behind it that's really someone else's. And yes, it plays on your own. The reason we mistake it for our own energy sometimes, Valerie, is because it plays on our own energy. So, for example, if someone is connected to you and they're just feeling completely anxious and scattered and all this stuff, and you're connected to them, that part of you that taps into is the part of you that feels anxious and scattered. And so it's very hard to decipher, like, oh, is that my energy or someone else's? And I can tell you very clearly, most of this is someone else's energy. Because what you're being guided to do is to really visualize and see the balance around you and the balance within yourself. Apparently, it's a really important time for you to feel balanced, right? With the Six of Pentacles, it's important for you to feel balanced, and that's part of what moves you forward in your life and on your journey. The connection won't be broken. It's the Four of Cups. It's still there, right? And so the Four of Cups is a strong. Look at this. Look at the way these cups flow. See, there's like this unending flow. You know, it could be something like that because this feels like four people here. Do you see that? Four people and like a flow of emotions. So I don't know who the four would be. Maybe your mom, you, her sister, and someone else. But there's like this flow of four going on. You can't really break free from that, but you can definitely sort of sturdy and steady your energy, because there's a time you're going to have to do that. And you can see sort of the points and what those could represent. I feel like it's a big about balance, but it's also about your center. I mean, the center of this is the whole story. And the center of this is the result of those 6 points being balanced. There's a progression too from the Five of Pentacles to the Six of Pentacles, and that's a big difference in energy too. Big difference. Okay, Laura, I'll get you added in just a second. I'm going to check the list. So, yeah, definitely sorry for the loss, Valerie. You know, it's interesting though. It definitely feels. I don't know. It could that could be. I feel like when you mentioned that stuff has to do with the Four of Cups, but the overall reading feels more like it's a specific person. So maybe you're Aries. I don't know. That Knight of Swords energy feels like a messenger of some kind, and it's definitely more of a masculine energy. But I don't know. That airy energy can be so cutting, you know, and it feels very cutting. Not negative, not bad, but cutting, you know. Definitely do some meditating, yes. I would do, you know what really feels appropriate? To me, just from all of this, what really feels appropriate would be like just grounding. Can you do like some meditating outside somewhere where you can get your feet in the grass? There's something about that really, I don't know, that sort of scattered feeling you describe. I think it would really help that to go away. You need to probably do that on a daily basis for a little while, just until you feel like your bearings so you feel much more centered. And really, you know what you need to do? Also envision yourself. You can do it with a twin soul too, if you have like a specific person where you don't want other people getting in the energy. Just envision the two of you protected, or your mother and her energy. Envision that whatever is bringing, whatever it is, because you'll know what it is that's bringing in this sort of off-kilter feeling, that it's not allowed in. Just sort of envision. I like to envision just like it's almost like golden rings of like light, sunshine, or like literally like gold wedding bands, rings around you that are just constantly in movement, that are just protecting you, or you and your twin soul, or you and your whoever, or whatever, a familial bond of three, whatever it is, that protection, that nothing else can break through that. And just see it moving around and constantly going in and protecting. Whatever, I mean, and that's just an example. It doesn't really matter what you visualize. The point is to draw upon, like, we have so much more power than we as humans, guys, we're in charge a lot more than we know and realize, and it's time that we step into that power, that knowledge, and then the action to back up that fact that we're in charge of our own lives in a lot more ways. If you can conceive it, you can achieve it. Those sayings are real because they're the true essence of our lives. A lot of what we conceive in the mind does become reality. So visualize. Okay. Good luck, Val, with that. And definitely so sorry for your family's loss. Tell your mom we're sorry, and we're sending lots of light, love, and healing. I'm going to do Vera next. Where's Vera? Anyone else, if you just sent a Cash App, I know Laura said she sent a Cash App. I'll get you guys added to the list in just a second. There shouldn't be many behind you, Laura. Hang on one second. Let me check. I've got Vera, and then Catherine, Janice, and Laura. Vera, Catherine, Janice, and Laura. Are you guys here? Catherine, Janice, and Laura? Vera, Catherine, Janice, and Laura. Vera, last week I dreamed about being pregnant. Oh, okay. Yeah, these dreams, right? Right. And that's important to know the feeling you have about the dream. So that's good that you know that. Catherine, Janice, and Laura. I'm also really curious if my ex is my twin. Okay, let's see what's coming through here with that. Anything we can find out about this dream with the two fathers and her ex. What does she need to know here? Wow. Okay. So there's definitely some kind of a revelation for you. There's some kind of revelation that I do feel is a message in your dreams that's trying to come through to you that's really going to empower you, because you've got the Queen of Wands here coming in, and the Star. So this is about you personally. It's not about really anyone else, but it's about you, and it's about something from your past, I believe, because you've got the Seven of Pentacles, and then going forward the Three of Pentacles. So it may be about, I don't know how old you are, if you yourself are of childbearing age, but it may actually be about coming into a place where you're ready to be doing something that has to do with propagation. The Ace of Swords says to me that there's a new energy coming in for you. Do you have any kids, Vera? This feels like it's a lot. These look like eggs. This feels like it's a lot about parenting. Look at the Queen of Wands here. Do you see this leopard beside her? There's this energy like she's sort of been sort of on her own with her and her companion for a time, and the energy, that fire energy, feels like it's ready to spread. This is a building energy. This feels very much like building a family. There's something new. There's something creation. There's creation energy here. See that sword piercing that ring, and then all of the light coming through. And there's a lot of fertilization energy in this Ace of Swords coming through to me as the result of the dream you shared. There's something happening here. And I think for you, it has to do with your own past, but it also has to do in a very tangible way with you having choices in the near future between two potential helpmates or father figures to help you in a potential parenting type of role. I don't like to get, because dreams are so esoteric, I don't like to get too specific when we try to interpret, because that could be a little arrogant of us. I would say there's a lot of creation energy here, a lot of procreation energy here. There's definitely energy of fertilization. I mean, Seven Pentacles is what I see here is there's a lot happening, especially in the next 7 months. And I mean, look at this card. There's a lot of symbolism here. Do you see that? Look at the symbols in this card. You can see there's a lot happening here, and it feels like something new, something being created, and something being built upon. You have a choice in the near future. You're going to look in, it's like, I see her looking into that cup, like looking into that cup in the star card and sort of seeing what the future holds. So it's really beautiful for you. Right, I think you are surprised because look what's behind the star card, the adjustment card, which is basically the justice card and it's upright. That's your good karma coming in. So you have this beautiful karmic reward coming for you. And I think it has to do with building a future. Like I said, it could have a lot to do with procreation or a family, things like that, choices, choosing between two potential helpmates, fathers for a child. But let's not get too focused on the physical, what it means in that way. It definitely is something exploding for you, something being created, something being reborn, and you finding when you look into that, like it's almost like looking into a crystal ball, right? What she's seeing is her rewards. Look at all these colors are so right with, you know, a clarity that comes after a period of sort of not being sure. So there's passion, and then what's born of the passion and the fire when you start out alone is this beautiful blue, cool colored clarity and abundance. So something's growing from this. I can tell you that for sure. Something beautiful is growing from this. So the future looks really bright for you. I would spend especially the next 7 months, being very aware of what you're inviting in, who and what you're inviting into your life, because they might be here for a while. Somebody might be staying a while, okay? All right. Thank you, Vera. Okay, so next was, I think it was I think next was Catherine, but it was also there was also you're welcome, Vera. I think next was Catherine. There was also what name are you under? There's Laura, Catherine, and what did you pay under, Shans? Is it under Catherine? What's the name you're paid under in your Cash App? Okay, so that's you. What's your question? What's your question, my dear? Hey, where did my oh, there it is. I don't like to be without my binky. What's going on with me and my person? Too many paper clips. There's too many paper clips. What does that mean? Paper clips bring baggage. It's like baggage. Paper clips, there's too many paper clips and little notes and things. So I definitely feel there's, right now, something that's got to be cleared out of the way with you and this person is there's just too much baggage. So it almost feels like there needs to be a little bit of space. I don't know if you guys are in separation. Hold on, let's see what's going on. Spirit lets you know when you need to be apart from somebody, whether you want to be or not. Well, that's weird. So there's this new beginning energy, but it's in reverse. So the Ace of Swords here is definitely not, it's like something wanted to really break through and come in, but it wasn't able to. But it's for the best. You've got good karmic energy coming forward. Princess of Wands. Okay, Knight of Cups, near future. So what's going on with your person? Your person is having to go through some healing that's allowing their energy to shift from a fiery energy that's more passion-based to a much more emotional energy where they can express themselves more freely from a heart place. This is them in the, well, the past energy is Princess of Wands, and the near future is Knight of Cups. Why is there an energy? It's very passionate, and it even comes across as more feminine because of how passionate it is. Because when they're being someone who is in the fiery realm, where they're sort of just, they're not consistent, the energy's kind of up and down, and more of following like physical pursuits and things that aren't tangible or lasting. What happens is that's not this person in their power. This person's not in their power there. So I feel like what's happening here is this Knight of Cups energy is much more like this person sort of coming into a much more look, it's so angelic looking. Look at the Knight of Cups. Very angelic, right? Look at the wings, and there's just so much strength here. And then this big, huge chalice with their helmet in it, with their horned helmet in the chalice. This person is wanting to offer you so much, but they just haven't been able or willing. Spirit tried to get something started for you guys here with the Ace of Swords, but it just flopped. And it's not going to continue to flop. So I know a lot of times when these readings come out like this, it's like, oh shit, but no, this feels good. It's just going to take a minute. You really need to spend some time experience. I know you're kind of, I don't know, the Five of Pentacles suggests that you've been feeling a little bit isolated or maybe like left out or like outcast from the relationship in some ways. You need to feel that. You need to experience that, because when we feel that, a lot of times the reason we feel that way is because we're giving someone power that they don't deserve over our life. I don't care how much I love someone, and I love someone a lot. I'm a twin soul. But I don't care how much I love someone. They don't get to have power over me or my worth, my self-worth, or like, I don't care if your twin soul drop kicks you to the curb and throws you away. That's their problem, not yours. And you cannot let that affect your self-worth. I understand that's easier said than done. I really do. But you have to, there's an issue right now with you needing to go through some kind of, we say this a lot, but this is about that experience of being alone to recognize that you're never really alone. There's something in there for you. So remember that if you go through any periods of isolation or lonesomeness, it's really because Spirit wants to show you that there's no such thing as being alone. And you need to learn to really stay connected to your guides, to your source, to your higher self, because there is no such thing as alone, and we are made to feel alone sometimes, if only to remind us in those most lonely moments, oh, I'm not alone. I've never been alone. There's no such thing as alone. This person's very valuable to you, and it can bring a lot of value into your life, and you have a lot of good stored up, good karma coming in, right? Justice, adjustment. But they're on their, keep in mind, they're on their own journey as well, and this person's journey and what you mean to have done and mean for them is to help them to become a better person and more mature and learn how to pursue their heart's desire. But you can't pursue your heart's desire until you know what it is. And when this person came into your life, they didn't even know what their heart's desire was. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind. Good things coming. I definitely like the Knight of Cups in the future. That doesn't mean you're going to end up happily ever after with this person, but that means that where you're at and where you're headed are two very different things. And there's definitely opportunity for a lot of like pacifist connectivity, like peace pipe. I'm sorry. Sometimes my stream of consciousness is like weird things come through. A peace pipe. There's a lot of like simpatico energy between you guys in the future. Okay? Okay. Okay. All right. So next would be, I think it was Laura, and there was one other. Laura. Who was that? Laura and Janice. That's who it was. There was Janice and Laura. Janice and Laura. Go ahead and put your questions up. Ladies, Janice and Laura. Hey, Stacey. Nice to see you, Stacey. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Laura says, twin and I are in separation and I moved on. I've been seeing a Scorpio. I'm a Taurus. Yeah, Janice, leave yours up too. I'll get to yours right after that. So just leave yours up. Long distance. Twin relationships often are long distance the first couple of years. So you want to know if the Scorpio relationship is headed for something more for some longevity. Okay. So you're not really asking about the twin in this. You're asking more about the Scorpio and whether that's going to be long lasting. What's the outlook for this relationship for Laura with the Scorpio? I'm seeing certificate of authenticity. So with certificate of authenticity, those words, I definitely feel like this relationship has potential, right? I don't feel like anyone has bad intentions. Certificate of authenticity. So we've got good intentions here, right? Good intentions. There's a lot of possibility. You come out of this, the Queen of Cups. There's still the problem with this connection is not the intentions of anyone. The problem is this connection may not be for what you think it's for. I don't know if this connection can, just looking at the other cards, I'm sorry, and I'm so sorry to say that, especially if you're wondering if you're going to marry this person. I'm not sure that this person came into your life for that. And the fact that the cards are really, the cards and what I'm getting, the message I have to say, are really strongly, I have to say, strongly telling me another story than what you just asked about. So I want to caution you, listen, I want to caution you right now about this. Just don't worry about this being a public forum. From me to you, listen. We can often get in situations, especially when we're on a twin journey and we've been very hurt already, where we just look for something to fill a void. And I want you to understand that fairy tale doesn't last. Like, that will bite you if that's what you're doing. So you need to know you're being guided to, these cards are very strong. This feels like this journey you're on right now is about bringing you closer to yourself, and it's not about another person at all. The twin is there. I feel you are a twin soul and on that kind of a journey, but this is not, like, if you're, based on the cards I see, your question about marriage concerns me. I don't think that's where this is, and I don't, the fact that that's where you're wondering, where you're thinking, that's a beautiful thing in life. And if that's what your path is, that's great. And I'm not saying that's not your path. That very well may be your path. But what you're going through right now, the fact that you're wondering if that's where that is, you're not seeing what's coming in for you and what it's trying to teach you at all. And to get to the marriage, you've got to jump past, you've got to get through this little phase right now of what you're dealing with and who's coming in and why they're coming in to get to the good stuff that you want. I hope that makes sense. That's, there's a bubble here. You've got the queen. Here's the thing. You've got the Queen of Cups energy, and there's a look. She's got a bubble around her. The Queen of Cups has a bubble around her. So I don't even know if what I'm saying is penetrating that bubble. I mean, you may not even like this reading. You may be like, no, he's not. You're wrong, and that's okay. But everything around her is telling me a different story. Four of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, Ten of Swords, the universe in reverse. Okay, so you can see why I'm telling you the message that I'm telling you. When I look at those cards and what they're saying about the journey you're on, what you want to do, allow this bubble to be self-love, right? That self-love bubble is beautiful. And see, the big message for the Queen of Cups here is the reflection. It's your reflection. It's so beautiful. And of course, we hear so much about narcissists, and like we can start to, guys, don't give too much to psychiatry, psychology, and all the study of the mind. It's a beautiful thing. It's very complicated, and it's not a bad thing to love yourself. So there's always, like, we think of narcissists and being in love with themselves. Well, there's also a point where you need to love yourself, like being in love with yourself. And this journey you're on, and the reason you've got this beautiful bubble of love is it's right now, it's saying to give it to you and not really to anyone else. I mean, that's a message that I'm getting loud and clear. Okay. I know. I feel that you're doing a lot of that, but right now the reason I don't see a lot of, I don't see the marriage now is because the Ten of Swords says your heart is still in the midst of healing. And when our heart's been broken and it's still healing, it's not a time to be thinking about committing it to another person. And even if you've done 2 years of work, the cards and the feeling is so strong. I would say, if you want to, if you think you're going to want to marry maybe this Scorpio, that's great. Like, you've got the universe card here. That's a beautiful completion, but it's still in reverse and it feels reverse. So what I would do is I would take your time making any decisions about commitment right now, and just make a sort of reaffirm the commitment to see what you're supposed to be learning from the relationships and from the interactions, and not think the long-term stuff. When the best things happen is when we're making other plans, like the journey, the daily stuff. Let it happen very organically, and that's going to serve you so well. It feels like your cornerstones, your four pillars, are still being put in place. And I feel like when I see that, when I look at this card, you're going to have a beautiful, long-lasting, happy life with someone, but I don't think that's where you're at right now. I think you're still in the place of like, it's like the South after the Civil War. We're calling this time Reconstruction, right? And Reconstruction is not the time when you make commitments and when you sign long contracts. Reconstruction is a time of just rebuilding the foundations of who you are. And it's beautiful. You're going to have beautiful experiences. And I think you're having people like this Scorpio come in because Scorpios, Laura, they have the ability to go so deep and to make you feel how beautiful you really are. And I think this Scorpio has the ability to do that for you. I don't know if this is a marriage. Okay. And you need all of that from this person. Allow it. Let them show you how beautiful you are. But allow this to be a great time of empowerment for you. Self-empowerment, right? It's okay to be a little bit of a narcissist right now. I feel like Spirit's giving you permission to be a little bit obsessed with yourself right now and nobody else, okay? And that's beautiful, but he hasn't done that. You've done that. He's just showing you your reflection. He didn't do that. I'm not saying, and I don't, like, I don't, in no way am I trying to take away from the Scorpio. This person's, I'm sure, a very beautiful person too. But it's not about that. This isn't about marriage. It's not about that person. I swear, as God, as my witness, goddess, this is your message. It is not about that person today. It's about you. And you've got to embrace that because that's strong. That's power. See the reflection? That's your message. So no, it's definitely not a time for that. If that's what you want to do, you got to do what you feel is right. If that's what you're ready for and that person wants that with you and you're ready to take a leap, you go. But I definitely feel this is for you. And that person has come into your life to show you something beautiful, and don't miss that part of it. At least get that part of it no matter what you do. So good luck. All right. Next is, where is her message? I know you put yours up already too. There it is, Janice. Any general messages I need to know about my connection with a Libra? He's pretty amazing, but I'm afraid he's too good to be true. Too good to be true. You're very welcome, Laura. Good luck. It's so beautiful when we go through times, especially like if you're on a twin journey and you go into that separation, and then Spirit just sends someone in that just shows you who you really are and reminds you, like, okay, you're of your worth. And that can become a beautiful, long-lasting relationship too. But Janice, what was it? Let me see. There was something about this that I I don't think he's too good to be true, but this person's got a lot of layers in the mind area that need to be addressed. This person is they're not it's not a too good to be true thing, but there is more there that's got to be. This person's got There's still a lot of healing in them that's going on. I think you two have a connection that maybe brought a lot of healing, like instantaneous healing. This when there are some people that you have such a connection with that the minute you meet them, like, you both heal a little bit. And I think that did happen here. There's a really nice thing going on here, but there's a lot of sword energy here that feels combative. So I can see why you're wondering, what is this too good to be true? What is this? Because there's a little bit of hiding here. There is something hiding. But it's not like, it's not a bad thing about anybody. It's just there's a little bit of, there's stuff that needs to be dealt with that's beneath the surface that is going to require some work. So yeah, in that sense, that is a little too good to be true, because this person does have wounds just like you do, and they've got some major healing to do, and they don't want to deal with some things. The Knight of Swords is moving right toward the Nine of Wands. So from their higher perspective, that's what they're doing. This connection is going to allow them to do a little bit of a deep dive into some of their wounds, and it's going to allow them to go through that. But then also the Four of Swords, what is that about? I mean, it's definitely the healing that happens as the result of that. I know that, but I'm wondering why well, that's progression. Knight to Prince. Okay. What I will say for you, Janice, your energy has become, your divine feminine energy has become very powerful recently. I don't know if you're aware of that or not, but your energy within you has become really strong. Your ability to help people like this person heal has become very strong. I don't know if it always was this way, but it's definitely become very sharpened recently. Like sticking one of the, like see, like imagine when you stick a pencil into one of those electric sharpeners, how it just sharpens it really quick. That's like how your energy, it just feels really sharpened and really on point. So you have an innate, yeah, you have an ability. I bet you do feel it even if you're not sure how to use it, I bet you feel it. You can see how you use it with your impact on someone like that. Again, kind of like the message I just had for Laura. Again, in this connection, it's not that this person is too good to be true. It's that you've raised your vibration to the point that what you're attracting in for healing is not what you were not the type of energy you're attracting in for healing is not the type of energy you were attracting in for healing 6 months ago or a year ago. It's different. You're attracting an energy for healing that's far higher vibrating than what you used to. So you're seeing someone that you're like, wow, this person's not bad. Like they're doing pretty good. Well, there's still a lot going on there. There's still a wounded warrior in there and a lot of healing that has to take place. But the reason that it's able to happen and that you're drawing this in is because of you, because of your divine feminine and where you are in life. It's about your ability. It's about what you're attracting to you. You know, when I opened myself up and started using my gifts of empathy and intuition to help other people, I started drawing toward me higher vibrating individuals, and I also started drawing toward me sicker individuals too. You draw both. And what you've drawn is both in this person. This person is a higher vibing individual, but they're also very sick in certain ways that you can help heal and that you are and have helped heal. So I think that the answer is yes and no. No, it's not too good to be true. No, this person is not too good to be true. They're good for you. This is a good connection, and you're going to do great things with that. But yes, this person is too good to be true in the sense that they're not perfect. They have a lot of things that need to be healing, and you are that need to be healed, and you are the person that is meant to be there for them to allow those things to heal, and you have the ability to help do that in a beautiful way. So, it's both. Oh man, I feel that too. Amazing how we draw in exactly what we need always. Yeah, it really is. It really is. Where you're that and what Rebecca just said, guys. That goes to the understanding that we talk about all the time. That goes back. That always goes back to the reality that that right there should remind us that wherever you are is exactly where you're supposed to be in this moment, right? And the fact that you will draw to you exactly what matches you, right? You're where you're supposed to be. They're where they're supposed to be. You're welcome. Great stuff, Janice. Really, really good. Really, really, really good. All right. Hold on, let me check the list. Hang on one sec, guys. I think that's everybody. Is that everybody, guys? I think we are done for the night, which is good. Oh, PayPal. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not doing PayPals right now, but I will take from Stacey. We'll go ahead and do yours. Don't anyone else send a PayPal tonight. I do, the way I do PayPals is the PayPal is open before the broadcast, but then once we start broadcasting, it's Cash App only now. That's how we're doing it now, Stace. But that's okay because I know you haven't been here that much. So we'll take yours and go ahead and do your reading. And that's okay. Like I said, you didn't know. It's no big deal. Nothing to apologize for. What is your question, Stace? That, my friends, is what's called a bad hair day. That is what we call a bad hair day right there. Where am I 29 on our journey? Okay, let's see. Things are definitely happening, Stacey. That they are, my friends. Who knows? Maybe in a few months you'll be seeing me on here with somebody else doing the same thing with me. You just never know. You never know what the future holds. Twin journeys are intensely personal and intensely intense. You just never know what the future will hold, guys. Guys, Stacey. Ooh, the Lust card, which is basically the Strength card, the Hierophant card. I so hope for that, Jason. Be cool. That'd be cool. That would be very, very cool. You've got the Lust card, the Hierophant card, beautiful energy here. The High Priestess card. Okay, we're talking about 3 major arcana. Yeah, so definitely some things happening. 8 of Wands is in reverse. Again, there's this moment of pause. It's like a moment of stagnant energy before a big, huge leap forward. It's weird, right? Huge leaps forward, like big leaps and bounds forward, but this moment of pause, this moment of stagnation, it's like almost like a moment of preparation. Yeah, it's a moment of preparation, Stacey. Look at this. Does your twin soul have strong Leo or fire in their majors? It doesn't really matter if it's not necessarily about them. I think this is more a representation of the connection. There's a Leo energy here, which is about public, being acknowledged, something being acknowledged publicly, being able to bring your relationship out in the light. Oh, Aries and Sag. This is about that more of a Leo energy for your connection, where it's headed. There's a destined path here. As you sort of, you know, you're the one leading this thing. This is the masculine energy and the feminine energy right here. Look at this, guys. God. And then there's the combination of it. What's happening is, and it's not there yet. All that is beautiful. The 8 of Wands is in reverse in your current. So that's saying it's not happening today, right? It's not there today, but it's right here. Like, it's right here. You're on this cusp. I definitely feel like there's this reaching for your relationship. It's kind of like the lights are being turned on. I don't know what that means. If it's been a relationship that's had to be something kind of low key, right? Like, I don't know about your twin soul journey. I can't remember the situation with you. My twins, like a lot of twin souls though, a lot of times one of them is in a partnership with someone else when they meet, and it's just not, like, the timing is tough, and you can't really be what, like, you can't be who and what you really want to be with each other yet. Or maybe this feels like a coming out party, right? It's like the debutante party, right? So there's a lot of energy of like something becoming very public and open, and that's what that feels like to me. Really strong. Now, what's leading to that are these two, the masculine and feminine, in their power, like coming into your strengths. So you just sit. That's his. You sit in this. Look at this. This is you. You've got to keep the clarity. Keep in the bubble. I was doing this for another reading, or just tonight on here, if you saw it. The bubble of self-love. Stay in the bubble of self-love. Stay in your bubble of self-love. This stuff works itself out when you, beloved twin, are in your bubble of self-love. As long as you're in your bubble of self-love and just loving on yourself, this will work itself out, right? And it's wanting to, right? The time is nigh. It's like, it's right here. It's near. It's time. It's like, it's time to do this, y'all. Sorry, I can't stop messing with my hair. It's time to do this, y'all. Y'all ready to do this? It's time to do this. So I just feel like there's an ego death taking place here for your twin. That's what's really clear. That ego death is so important, you know, in the completion of the union process. That ego death has to happen, or people don't come out of separation. It's the ego death where you go, okay, you know what? I no longer care about the thing that makes me run, or the thing that makes my ego and my pride get in the way. I just want to, like, let's fix this. You love me. I love you. Let's fix this. Let's be grown and let's fix this, because life is too short. That's the epitome of the ego death, and that's what's happening in this connection. And that, again, that's not you. You've already been through that. Like you're in a lot of power here, but that's happening here, and it's beautiful. So good stuff. Keep on doing it. Just keep on doing it. Just keep on doing it, because that's all that it's being centered and grounded and aligned in that bubble of self-love is what opens you up to all the possibilities in the world, for especially on a twin journey, more than anything. So it looks really good, feels really good, all of that. I like it a lot. All right, what are you guys doing? What you guys? I'm gonna be on tomorrow for Hump Day, so I wasn't planning to come on tonight. So everyone who got a reading tonight, you have to get a reading tomorrow. No, you don't have to, but I definitely have to come on. It's Hump Day, so I'm gonna come on. Maybe I'll just do like a short one tomorrow, since I did an average one tonight. But we got to come back on tomorrow night at 9, because it's Hump Day live, and we don't miss Hump Day. And then I'll take off for a few days. So if you need more guidance, think about it in the next 24 hours, and we'll be back tomorrow. Love you too, Kim. Thanks for helping out. Thanks for being here, guys. Thank you for all the love and high vibrations. I love you. I mean it. Y'all have a good night. Bye, Rebecca. Thanks for being here.